Yeah, so for Madden 19, our team that we're going to be going with for our. I just left my TV on. One take only, that's what I do. I shouldn't, but it's a laid back video. Um, we're going to go with the Washington Redskins, or the Washington football team, or the team in Washington. The team with the burgundy and gold, or whatever you want to call them. I'll still call them the Redskins. We're going with them. We're going with a team that, from the outside looking in, it seems like it's a team that thinks it can still compete in the NFC. And they may be correct. You might be able to still compete in the NFC. You still might be able to get a wild card, or, you're definitely not winning that division. I just don't see them winning the NFC East. I just don't see it. You're going to have Philly. Philly's going to be great. I think we already know that. I think you have New York. I think New York's going to be on the come up. I think that's a team that will be better. I think that's a team that have a more balanced offense. And I think with Saquon Barkley, I think that team is going to be dynamic. I think it's a team that's going to be able to pound the ball on you and then air it out if they want to. Lots of play action. So I think you're going to see a lot of that. If I'm correct, I think they hired a coach in New York from the Minnesota Vikings, and that's a lot of what they did. They relied on that running game to set up your passing offense, and I think with Saquon Barkley, Eli Manning, and Odell, I think they're going to do that, and I think they're going to be great. You have the Cowboys, who, I don't know, they're a little bit of a wild card, I think. Just like the Redskins, this is a team that, could finish 11-5, very much like the Redskins. And if they don't finish 11-5, you could see them at 5-11, 4-12. I really don't think there's much in between for the Cowboys or the Redskins. I think these are two teams that we've heard so much hype about them for very long here. You always hear hype about the Cowboys, but also the Redskins. I think everyone's just sort of getting a little tired of hearing it with both of these teams. So this is the year that you want to see them make the playoffs and make a deep run. You are going to have Zeke back for the Cowboys. You get Zeke back. That should be good for them. But at the same time, the question is whether or not Dak Prescott is a franchise quarterback. I beg to differ. The Redskins are in the same position. You have a guy that could had potential when he first came in the league to be a franchise quarterback. A lot of people felt he was going to be. Turned out not to be. In Alex Smith. They just traded away a guy, or let go of a guy in Kirk Cousins that they felt wasn't a franchise quarterback. I personally felt the same way. I think Kirk Cousins is a guy who pads his stats. I actually think it was a good move for the Redskins to get rid of Kirk Cousins. I don't know if signing Alex Smith to a 4-year extension is a particularly great move, but it was a move they made nonetheless. And so, yeah, you're now stuck with Alex Smith for 4 years. Maybe a slightly better version of Kirk Cousins, and probably a lot cheaper than what Kirk Cousins was going to cost. So that's the main thing that I just want to talk about right now as I pick this team for my franchise mode. I know it's really early. I know it's only June, but we're already, we're getting close to midway in June, and then July, and then the game's out like at the start of August this year, with EA going back to the early August release date, which I'm very happy about, because now you don't have Madden coming out like right around 2K. You can space those games out, and yeah, I'll probably be picking my NBA 2K My League team sometime in July or even August, depending on what the free agency movement looks like. And yeah, so here it is. The Washington Redskins are going to be our team for all of Madden 19. I promise I won't up and just leave this channel again, but yeah, so Washington Redskins, Madden 19. And yeah, I hope you guys stick around for the series. I guess I should actually talk about what the series is going to be like. You already have the ESPN stuff that I do with my most recent Aces, my league, and you're definitely going to see more of that in the CFM. What I'm actually going to try to do though is, from it sounds like they've somewhat streamlined the story stuff that they have in the game. It's easier to follow that sort of stuff. So if it is easier to follow those things, what I'll do is an ESPN style update for the game, and then we'll upload a very similar styled around the league video where we take a look at the Redskins, we take a look at the rest of the teams in the NFC East and the rest of the teams in the NFC, and then around the league we'll do a quick look at the AFC, what's going on there, scores, things like that, to sort of just keep up with the league and let you guys know what's going on in the league and things like that. Then I'll do videos like this where it's mostly just me talking to you for things like scouting, free agency signing, any sort of trades that I make, even though we don't make a lot of trades in the NFL, things like that. And I think that's a good way to go. So like I said, I want to thank you if you're still watching this. Great. You've just been looking at the Washington Redskins Madden 19 CFM. I made in Photoshop for like the past few minutes. So either way, if you're still here, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. And yeah, I hope you guys are here for this franchise, and go watch my other videos, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.